Okay, so on the e-commerce, I'm sure, like America, the business for ordering goods online is growing massively in the UK. There's been news report after news report. I'm sure you may be seeing some of your news over there that big stores are starting to close on the high street where people are simply not shopping in the same way anymore. We, like you guys in the States, there have huge shopping malls now. There's, wherever you go, there's some huge ones where you can buy everything you could possibly need for the rest of your life. But more and more now, people are buying online, and we have two types of business that we're involved in recently, which the growth is unbelievable. We have some business for some T-shirts. It's quite a brand in the UK called Sick Silk. You may see it in the USA soon. It tends to be worn by younger people. It's very stylish, very modern. It's a bit too small for me. I'm a bit too big for it. But that industry has grown massively, and we currently import for those guys from Turkey and from China, and we bring it into warehouses in Germany and in the UK, where they pick and pack on single T-shirts, which go to an end user, a residential address, which is like a courier type service. So as a company, we create the freight into the main depots, and they allow them to then pick and pack and do also the single delivery T-shirts to an individual wherever they may be in Europe. So that business has grown massively, and they've gone. I've just been to Germany last week, and they've changed their marketing from being something in the region of £1.5 million worth of goods per year, and they say that next year they will expect to do 15 million. So the growth is unbelievable, and that's just they have maybe 30 or 40 lines of T-shirts and jogging pants, and they're looking to break into about a £200 million industry. So for them as a company, they're looking for a £200 million turnover next year, which is just huge. I think they've been going probably 5 or 6 years, so it's absolutely incredible. And then on the flip side of that, there's also some fulfillment opportunities there. We have a client who are producing furniture in the area near Manchester, which is near us. Obviously, they're too large to fit into any type of courier system. They're huge. You can imagine it's a big 3-piece or a 4-piece settee and a few chairs and so on. What they require in the America is that we do a residential door delivery. In some occasions, they're asking us for a white glove type service. With Scarbrough as our partner in America, we ship from their depot in Manchester through Liverpool into New York or wherever that port might be, subject to the final delivery. And our colleagues there at Scarbrough take it from that point, from the containers, and produce a to-door delivery. On a lot of them, we request that it may be a curbside delivery, but we have the occasion where they ask for a white glove service, where we take the product inside, remove the packaging, and off they go. They've got the new settee, and that is working very, very well. And that business, again, is grown. We started off last year doing, I would suggest, 2 or 3 sofas per month. And we currently, though we do worldwide business for them, we're doing in the region of about 40 settees and sofas and chairs throughout the world. And America's a big market for that. I think we've been doing probably about 15 a month. So it's very good. So they produce their orders on an online basis. Going back to the e-commerce part of this, they're all online, but then they require that it's too big for the smaller package type service, and we then offer that service through to somebody's door. We keep them posted all the way through with our partner Scarbrough all the way, and it's something that's going very, very well for us.
And that's just to touch on that service, that the Incoterm on that service is DDP. So what's great for the consumer here in the United States is they really don't have to worry about anything except receiving it. We already customs clear it before it arrives into the United States, and then we have our carriers give the consignee a call once it's cleared and say, hey, it's ready to go. When do you want it? So that's the type of service that a lot of consumers in the States, they don't know about customs clearance. They really don't want to know, to be honest. So the shipper in that occasion is the importer of record, and we really do everything on their behalf.
Yeah, I'd say the same. The UK market also doesn't have the understanding of what's required in the States. It's a different market to the world. Most people get used to the European thing. So currently in Europe, we have the situation where I could make a chair and I can give it to somebody with no invoice, no paperwork, and I can ask them to deliver it to Munich for me. And it gets done. I give them the shipping address for collection and the delivery point, and off it goes. There's no reason for any paperwork to do with values or customs or anything. So when it comes to the US market, we get the same client who's producing the same chair, and he tells us it's going to ship to so-and-so, wherever that might be in America. and we have to then start telling him things about importance of record and authorizations and so on. So it becomes quite a complicated thing. And you mentioned there that the consignee in the USA isn't too concerned with that. They just want the product to turn up at the door. The UK shipper is also not concerned with it, which makes our job quite interesting. So the majority of clients that we get, on whatever the term of sale happens to be for the American market, we have to talk them through the various stages of what's required. And I know, Pat, we rely on you guys to do the same when we give you people as a consignee who don't know much about what they're going to do when it gets there. So it's an interesting way. The US market is definitely the most complicated that we serve.
That's what we do.
It is, yeah.
I'm gonna jump in really quick. Just for those U.S. exporters, we do also offer the same service on the U.K. side. So any type of fulfillment and deliveries throughout the U.K., obviously Scarbrough and Zenith work together to do the same thing on that side.